Hello, and welcome to my thoughts while standing in the queue. The other day, I was sitting at a restaurant and watching how other people ate, and I realized how difficult it is these days to eat the healthy way that everyone is telling us to eat. I mean, in my day, we didn't even, the things that people eat now were not considered food. Uh, I can still remember my mother's idea of breakfast was deep fried sausages with French toast made with white bread and dipped in egg and whole milk that evidently uh, is gluten filled, um, and a large glass of milk or coffee, two cigarettes, and a bowel movement. Uh, we would then go to school. I would go to school, and my father would toddle off to work. And then I would come back for lunch, and I would have my mother's famous tuna fish and potato chip casserole. I would have a side of baked potato and coleslaw with lots of mayonnaise. And I would finish that off with a glass of milk and a Hostess cupcake. And then I would waddle back to school. I would come back home, and we always had an afternoon snack. Usually had Coca-Cola filled with caramel coloring and cocaine. And then we would have homemade brownies or what my mother's signature thing, which was graham crackers with marshmallows and hot fudge sauce, sprinkled with sugar to keep us peppy and give us enough energy to go out and play for the 1/2 hour we had left before it was time to come in for dinner, where my mother would serve us uh, her signature dish, which was spaghetti and meatballs as big as a bull's cojones, followed by pineapple icebox cake that was rich enough to make 25 Armenians throw up, no matter how hungry they were. And then we would watch Ed Sullivan and Betty Hutton on our brand new 10-inch television screen while we nibbled potato chips and popcorn, buttered popcorn, and had some more Coca-Cola and maybe the leftovers of my mother's chocolate pie, which was left over from yesterday, because we couldn't eat it all due to the amount of food that she stuffed in our face. And then we would brush what teeth we had left, and we would go to bed, satiated, barely able to drag ourselves out of bed the next morning because we were still full of dinner. People nowadays eat nothing like that. They have, for breakfast, they'll drink their breakfast. It's usually a spinach shake with kale and spirulina and a few lentils and a banana. And then they would have a mid-afternoon snack of matcha tea, and they would have a gluten-free cracker. And then for lunch, they would have a healthy salad of sprouts and organic vegetables with a dusting of balsamic vinegar and a little bit of cheese. And then for dinner, they would probably have lentil soup or what is it? They would have tofu, uh, maybe broiled under the broiler to make it not taste quite as disgusting, and they would follow that with a healthy kale drink. Well, if I ate that way, I probably would live maybe 5 years longer, but I don't think I could face those 5 years. I would much rather stuff my tummy with all kinds of yummy stuff and wear dentures.